Hi everyone, my name is Sinead Johnston. I'm 23 years of age from the truly incredible and amazing Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. I finished my biomedical science degree, however I diverted my path down towards a teaching career. Going into the age of around 5 and 6 years old, Mum decided to put me into a dance school, and I continued dancing for the next 12 years of my life, and it was such a huge part of my life. My parents want all of us kids doing a sport, but they also wanted us to do a musical instrument. So this is where I picked up my guitar, and I've played my guitar for the last 19 or odd years of my life.
What if I told you there's nothing I want more in this world than somebody?
In fact, by the age of around 9-10 years old, I discovered what bullying was and what it felt like to not want to be the person that I was brought into this world as. So dancing was one of my biggest escapes, in which I started pursuing more seriously in around grade 4, grade 5, where I was accepted into an elite ballet company called Gold Coast Dance Theatre at the time. In year 10, my family decided to take on the sport of surfing. I was able to go to the Australian titles with only 5 fights under my belt, and I won gold at the Australian Elite Women Boxing Championships for 2016. So my two passions are health and fitness and education. They kind of go hand in hand with this as well. So health and fitness, I'm definitely a big advocate for people being very unique, loving your body, loving who you are, and everyone having unique body shapes. However, I do think that we have forgotten a little bit about what it means to be healthy. Healthy isn't looking a particular way. Healthy is eating the right foods, it's exercising so many times a week for a particular amount of time, and I feel like we've sort of forgotten about that. My second passion is education, in which is also one of my world issues that I think needs addressing. So with education, I feel like society doesn't place enough importance on education, but at the same time I feel like our education system doesn't quite fit the mold of our society today. In regards to the importance of education, I think society has forgotten what it means to educate the youth about respectful relationships with different cultures and respecting diversity. Technology is a huge part of our world, and we definitely need to have it. I think if we're going to go down this track of being more eco-friendly and helping with our environment around us, we only have one world. So I think technology is definitely a way that we need to go, but we need to be smarter about it, and we do need to understand some negative impacts of it. Favorite act of kindness that I've done was something with my kids from work. It was in the last 2 weeks of school. I decided to put together a poverty awareness program, and I had someone that was overseas that I knew working in India with a program over there with one of the disadvantaged schools. And so my kids at my school, we learnt about poverty, we learnt about the budgeting, we learnt about the water crisis and the living standards over there. I was teaching kids about how women have to carry such a small amount of water from one part of the country to the other, and how long it takes for them to do that, and the strain. And they really enjoyed it. In fact, they enjoyed it so much they wanted to make a kindness in action video for the kids to send over there. We are all here to make a change, to be a part of that change, and to see our world develop into an even better place than what it is today. I believe the person who needs to take out the title is someone who is not just independent, but someone who can also reach out and work collaboratively with teams and organizations to connect with not just our local community, but the national community and also the international worldwide staged community. I think it's someone who needs to be compassionate, someone who is willing to stand up for those that don't have a strong enough voice to stand up for themselves. I believe I am that person. I want to be a part of this change, and I know I can make that change. I want to see this world being a better place, and we all have room to grow, and I think we all need to be educated on some of these issues, and I am that person.